Yeah, I've been seeing all the comments like you should do a track with Logic, call me. Fans dedicated to the music, listen to it, then they really got to know me. If I'm not the greatest, then I'm on my way elsewhere. It's like a layup and I'm not to know me. If you say you ready, then you gotta show me. I spit it real, this is not a story, no fable rap. Every time that my name attached, you know somebody gotta play it back. I really hate the fact that my fame attached. Everybody changing the way they acting on tracks. I'm a maniac, I'm aiming at them. If they gap it, don't take it back. I'm running circles like a racing track, they taking that. They see my static, making that, but I'm futuristic, the only one. Taking shots like a loaded gun. I'ma give the earth when I spit the verse like the holy sun. I'm the chosen one.
Tonight,
it won't be fun. Rounds one by you, there won't be one.
I'm simply here to do what I do every single solitary time that I step into the ring with the franchise. See, every single solitary time I step into the ring with the franchise, there's nothing but trouble in the way of the franchise. See, the franchise doesn't know what to do when Baron decides to close the gates on him, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day and a whole other league. But tonight, Mr. Matthew Minnick, he's representing EWU, a league that I have never even heard of in my entire career, and well, I am better than everybody else, so I know the ins and outs of who's who and what's what. I know the HPWs with the begging fucking Seables, crying and crawling, help, help, help. I know CPWs as they close their doors, but more than most, I know TOPW, and I've been a Titan since day one. I've been a Titan since Shanty Kurz came to me, knocked on in that Shakuma mask, asking me to come compete with him, and for a long time, myself and Shanty Kurz had a well-working business relationship until, well, some lesser-known individuals, some folks that you know quite well, individuals that you trained up your first, well, original Bullet Club. Actually, they all decided they would get a little bit cheeky with the Irish Bastard, and the Irish Bastard didn't like that, and the Irish Bastard had to run through each and every one of them like wet tissue paper until, well, I was forced out of that circle for reasons, better left unsaid, because you all know exactly how riled up that crowd tends to get, especially you, Mr. Matthew Minnick. See, Matthew Minnick, you're the franchise, and I'm the Irish Bastard. We have more of a history than anybody, and I mean anybody, to ever step into our little squared circle and to go toe-to-toe. Nobody, and I mean nobody, goes further back. Nobody has had the matches. Nobody has had blood that's run thicker. Nobody has had the respect of anybody else more than you have had for I have had for you. But tonight, on this night, I put all of that on the back burner, as you better, because tonight is the night that in the Promo Wrestling Summit, you and I stand for different federations, and once again, we go toe to toe to prove which one of the two is the better man, which one of us can stand taller, which one of us throws the faster punch, and which one of us can stand the harder hits, because you and I, we will go down in time as the two men who, well, you will always pay to see, and that you will always wish to be. That is unspoken fact. That is the law of this land, and that is nothing that will ever be changed by any man, woman, or child to ever step foot into this industry, because we have paved the path for more than most, and that is why tonight, as the Celtic crucifix tears you apart for one final time, I won't feel remorse. I won't be upset knowing that I just put my brother down once again, because I know that you will feel the utmost pride in every single solitary hit that I land on you, because you're one of the men who tried to bring me on at the beginning. You're one of the men who tried to help me hone my craft without realizing that I had already honed my craft to levels that you could never comprehend, and that's okay. I saw your good-spirited, good intentions at the beginning, but I never quite needed your help. I never quite needed you, and to put it bluntly, you always needed me. I always stood ready, willing, and waiting as your little club's most dominant secret weapon, as the nuclear warhead that not a single solitary soul in that industry knew that you had, and every now and then I would poke my head up and I would throw the advantage towards the Bullet Club's way in very, 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 very subtle ways. Not many people caught on. Not many people realized exactly what was happening, but the very select few. And it got to a point where I was carrying more of the weight for your club than you were, and it spoke volumes, and that was before you tucked your tail and ran and you left Mr. Cody Webb to bear the burden of your downfalls, and that is where I will never forgive you, Mr. Matt Minnick. See, you and I will always be brothers and will always be friends, but that doesn't mean I have to forgive you for the wrongdoings that you have committed, and tonight in that ring, I am going to take it out on you more than I have ever taken it out on you. I'm going to show you what it's like when a brother forgets that he's looking his brother in the eyes when he is dishing out absolute righteous justice. Because I'm going to put down the man who forsook his children in his club, the men that he called his brothers, that he was more of a father to than most, and left that burden on the weight of his favorite son. See, that's how a Lucifer complex gets started, and that is why your favorite son fell from grace. See, that is why you ultimately doomed your people to plateau where they're at now. And me, well, I'll always stay above you and the rest, because you're looking at the best, and when you're born from Boston, you don't know how to lie. You would rather sit in the road and get run over 100 times, lay there, bleed out, and die, before uttering a word that was not the truth. And the truth is, I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be to tell a story in this industry, and I dare you to contest me. Go on, try it. Because many, many, many men have been shaved down to bone before I ever allowed them to dye it. Let that process a little bit and get back to me with the result. Until then, Mr. Matthew Minnick, as long as you're in my ring, you're a body floating in the water, and I am a goddamn megalodon just waiting to snack on you. I'll see you over in UPW, my friend, but for now, rest easy, knowing the better man wins.